just now about the importance of Govardhan Eco Village in general and particularly the Vrindavan forest. The impact it has had on not just all of us, we've all experienced it, but thousands of people, newcomers and devotees who have come, not just from our own faith, but also from others, that they really feel a rejuvenation, transformation, just being in that wonderful atmosphere. I don't think we need to, we all have experienced it, so we know how incredibly exclusive that the Vrindavan forest atmosphere is. And we would like to preserve it that way, and Maharaj may have many other plans. There is also a practical issue of really fulfilling it to the highest levels in terms of the offerings, in terms of maintenance, the physical maintenance also, the devotees who are also looking after it 24/7 around the year. So there is a maintenance, there is an expense over that, and which is almost 50 lakhs a year. So we've had enormous success in the past because of the cooperation of the whole congregation here and outside Mumbai, outside Maharashtra, and even internationally for the efforts we made for the Gau Seva. So something on a similar lines, but much simpler and much, I would say, more modest approach, keeping the sensitivity in mind that all of us, all of you, and our congregations have been supporting financially to so many projects. So how do we reconcile the two? That we have a need, at the same time we have to know, we do know that devotees are already helping a lot. So there is what we think is a very attractive and simple scheme. And I'll just give the outline now. I'm not going to go into details so much, but we will anyway in the next 10 to 15 days, we will be having another online meeting because we will be having some agenda items which we will not complete today. And that's fine, we can take it up online where we will be able to interact again. At that time, we can touch upon the scheme a little bit in more detail. So the outline is like this, that we have between Pune and Mumbai almost 200 groups, mostly counselor groups, and then if you take the preachers groups and the IYS and so on. So if you talk of groups in say South Mumbai, there may not be counselors as such, but there are many groups like that who are very loyal to the temple. So if you take around 200, even if if each group just adopts and says that between them as a group that they may commit either 20,000 a year or 35,000, or if they feel 50,000, or of course there is no pressure. Some group may not even do it. That's also understandable. So you can imagine if it's 30, 40,000 a year for a whole group. We have 50 devotees in a group. So you can imagine it. We're talking of only 1,500 a month or 2,000 a month for a group. And then in that, if you have so many people, so it really comes to very nominal amounts. There may be some who may not want to give. Some may give much more. Some may give 1,000 a month, 1,000 a year, 5,000 a year. So easily between them they can cover it. So apart from the finance, it also gives us an opportunity to work cooperatively and enthusiastically that we are part of this. We may call it sustenance, but actually it is not that. We're just getting a glorious service to, just contribute a little bit. And again, in our tradition of being completely voluntary, whoever feels like. But we feel that our strength is because we have really tens of thousands. It's not an exaggeration. So many devotees are there, especially if you combine Pune and Mumbai. So that between that, we are using the counselor groups to go down to touch and show them this opportunity. And then, and if they can make a combined commitment. So our roles would be to just commit that if I say, okay, my group will commit 50,000 in a whole year. Now, if you have 50 people, somebody may want to give some more, less, etc. How do we do it and over what period of time? So that's the outline, just for the information today. We can discuss this in detail in the next 2 weeks when we meet again. Thank you.
Since we're covered on Eco Village in the Vrindavan forest, I will extend that idea that there's Vishaya and Ashraya. Ashraya means the place of the shelter of love. And that is the heart of Srimati Radharani. Krishna takes shelter of Radha's love. That is the power of bhakti. And that's the gift we've been given. I'm so grateful we're having this meeting here at Govardhan Eco Village because its primary purpose of all the creative efforts, of all the financial expenditures, of all the human man and woman powers, and of everything else that goes with a community like this. It's for you. Not only is it for you, but it is yours. And when we go deeper into this concept, it is ours. Because what belongs to Krishna is ours. That is Krishna consciousness. Govardhan Eco Village is really created, and it's gone through various stages of, we can say, incarnations or evolutions, however we want to describe it, But this community is simply an effort to give shelter. To give shelter to the world in so many ways. We began our talk today with the idea of Bhumi, Mother Earth, and all of her children. Of course, charity begins at home. This shelter for our own counselors, counselees, shelter for our own communities, holy place, a place where we can feel we're at home in Vrindavan, a place where we can cultivate feelings of being home in Vrindavan, a place to cultivate separation from Vrindavan. A place to be removed from all of the distractions of our ordinary worldly life and responsibilities, where we can completely fix our minds together in the shelter of Krishna and Sri Radha's grace. Knowledge, Krishna conscious knowledge is shelter. It teaches us how to practically live. The holy name is shelter. Radha and Krishna are not different than their names. And a holy place really is wherever devotees are coming together with this intention. So I came here just for one purpose, actually, sitting on this seat, to thank you.